Oh yeah, that's a good question. Because before 1680, there weren't race. You wasn't classed as a white man. I was a class as a black man. Okay.
And they had the same last name.
That's what we
So you see in Northern Ireland, you will see O'Donnell, you'll see O'Neill.
On our platform is to report on business solution through legislation.gov.uk by reporting and highlighting past and present acts. So UK knows that there is no business like the king's business.
All of the railways that you see, that's why in the Caribbean there was railways before. England had railways in the Caribbean. There was railways in the Caribbean already. So the fact that, like I say, these were men of weavers. These were weavers, just like my name. My name is last name Weaver Webb. And like I said, I could find the settlements in Westminster Abbey because again we was a part of the band of the House of Wessex. Because when you talk about Wessex, like when you talk about Saxons, there were more than one Saxon. Like there was the Viking Saxon that's different, and there's the Anglo-Saxon, but we're missing out.
And even in the Anglo-Saxons, you have Jutes, you have not Franks, Saxons, Jutes, and Angles.
And Danes,
and they would have been friction even between them, and they would have only been living 100 miles away from each other.
So that's what I'm saying. So in the Saxons, there were other Saxons that we're not being taught about, like the West Saxons, the Middle Saxons. Because I'm from Middlesex.
Oh yeah, Middlesex.
You know what I'm saying? Middlesex, East Saxons,
Sussex,
all these are Saxons that are from, again, North Africa.
And then you've got the Angles, East Anglia, and the name England comes from the Angles, not the Saxons.
Because again, due to the fact from Queen Elizabeth I, obviously that she wasn't again rightful to the throne when they unite again all of the other kingdoms like Mercia and Saxon together. They made it upon themselves to make it England. But well, obviously it has deeper meaning, but to do that they should hide a lot of things. But like I say, the fact that things are still happening now.
I want to hear about the things happening now.
Based on real life events, real life people. Like I say, bloodline. And where you have, like I say, religion mixing up the actual reality, the real history, and again making people not understanding that it's still going on. Because when we speak about certain things in religion, we don't know who they are to this present day. Because again, the history of these people, just like I say, when they have been taken out of the covenant and given a new name, these are the names that have been given. Because when you say Jamaican, when you say Antiguan, when you say these are different covenants that is not even in the old covenant, because the whole covenant give us our own kings, give us our own crown, give us our own lords, give us everything again which we're attached to. That's why when you understand the crown in itself, the crown is supremacy because the crown has a president. Coming from somewhere.
Wait, I'm not really stopping. So what about Ireland now? What kind of like?
That's a good question. Because before 1680, there weren't race. You wasn't classed as a white man. I was a class as a black man. We was classed as houses. We was known by our houses, our family, because again we knew about lepers, we knew about albinos. We knew that again, the human family can be pale, can be dark. We knew about that. That's why we followed dynasty. That's why majority of the world came to fight for one man. Because they're all trying to connect their bloodline to say, I'm a part of this bloodline. Even down from Paul to Peter, they're saying, I'm connected to this bloodline.
That's really interesting because in Ireland there were lots of high kings. There were hundreds of high kings. The high kings were the oldest male of the extended tribe, and they had the same last name.
That's what we
so you see in Northern Ireland, you will see O'Donnell, you'll see O'Neill. If you go down to Southern Ireland, you'll see all of these. And these people's loyalty. Have you heard of Brehon law?
Like I hear from
Brehon law is the law of obligation. It's not. You don't have to have it written down. So my first responsibility is to my children and then my parents.
Yeah.
And then it flows through to cousins and relatives and near relatives. No one needs to write that down.
Yeah.
If I don't come to their assistance when they're in need, I will be effectively an outcast.
Yeah.
And that was the way that
exactly,
people were.
Because it's still through biology, through family.
Because we were interdependent.
Exactly.
And when you're interdependent, it's only the bloodlines that will keep you going.
And war could be prevented easily, and it could be stopped easily.
Yes.
Because if you know you're fighting your cousin, you're gonna be like your great grand, because they come listen, sit down, and then
drink a beer.
But if through religion we don't know that again, you're my like 100 cousin.
Yeah.
Like I say, we will fight endlessly, not knowing who we're fighting.
I know. You know what, you'll find that in the travelling. Have you heard of travellers, Irish travellers?
Yeah,
like Tyson Fury, he's one of those. All of them, all they do is fight each other.
Yeah,
and it's all to do with feuding and stuff like that. But if there comes a common enemy, you will never see unity like that.
All right. So, and again, so when you read certain things in the scripture, it shows you that Aaron, Aaron was a part of the tribe of Israel, His generation, they were lepers, pale like you. So that's what I'm saying. When you deal with history, but properly, with a correct mind to find where your lineage, you'll realize, okay, we're all being mixed up for the purpose of suppression, for the purpose of control.